It's episode 5 of Unreal Adventure 2025 presented by Skyjacker Suspensions. And we're spending a full day out on the trail surrounding the remote and beautiful area near Liberty, Washington. After a chilly morning in camp, we're rolling out for the dirt, locking in four-wheel drive before the engines are even up to operating temps. The terrain in central Washington is rugged and unforgiving. Crazy steep climbs and elevation that give little opportunity for backing down, twisting tree-lined squeezes and switchbacks that are just itching to grab and mangle sheet metal, and towering drop-offs that plunge hundreds of feet to the valley below. It's a place where incredible vistas punctuate the densely forested mountainsides, and where one wrong move could spell disaster. It's all packed into episode 5 of Unreal Adventure, and it starts now.
As the sun rises on day 5, the off-roader shakes off its beer-soaked evening. This mountainous creature, familiar of the overland automotus genia, is frequent by its early morning behavior of grease-soaked food and overslept back pain. Noted by the damage to its velia, the automotus off-roaderus is an interesting creature, frequenting in the woods and off-gladed glens of many a day.
This guy, he requires no sunlight at all. He'll be sleeping right up until driver's meeting. We'll probably have to come over here and throw some hot coffee on him and get him out of there. But he's a big fella.
This is vitamin M. Says it right there. It's for that on-the-go type of lifestyle.
Vitamin M for more disease.
And what else did you eat?
A Pop-Tart. I'm not done eating.
Is that Pop-Tart non-GMO?
I got tomorrow.
No, this is highly GMO. We're looking for the most G's, M's, and O's.
The other one.
Oh.
Drivers meeting!
All right, welcome to UA Day 5! Unreal Adventure 2025 presented by Skyjacker Suspension kicks off now. How about that drive yesterday? Scenic? Little scenic?
Yeah.
Right. So this one, as Trent said, this one's got some good views and vistas. So want to acknowledge our official drive shaft of Unreal Adventure, and this morning especially appropriate to thank them for the sweatshirts, because man, it was a little cold. Quigley Custom Drive Shafts. Not one, but 2 vans out here with Dave and Chelsea hauling our awesome video crew. And Tiger and Renee. Tiger, everyone's favorite in the big green van. I don't think, even on the internet, there's a negative comment about this thing or the way it's driven. We love having you guys, and thanks for coming back and supporting the event. That's it. I don't have anything else to say except for nothing. You, go, talk, make words.
Make words. It says words.
We are in a place called Liberty. We're gonna spend all day here in the woods, and the trails are literally all around us. So you guys can go ahead and air down here. We are gonna spend the day here. We probably won't be more than 10 miles from here all day long. We're probably just gonna do a giant circle. And with that, like I said, air down, we'll get out of here in about 20 minutes or so, all right?
This is gonna be real nice.
Now that locked in your hubs, that would be a good time to do so.
We arrived at camp pretty late the night before, so we really didn't get a glimpse at just how pretty the area around us is. Situated on the eastern side of the Cascades, Liberty is absolutely beautiful. And it's also steep, with tons of hills and valleys, so you can pretty much guarantee we are going to be spending the day winding around trees and negotiating some pretty big hill climbs and descents. In other words, typical trails for Washington. Now, it was extraordinarily dry during our visit, but it's easy to see that this place would be a completely different animal if it was wet and muddy.
Hill climbs. Awesome. I think we climbed, how far did we climb up? 1,000 feet maybe? Man, ridiculous. I'm a master at unlocking the passenger side hub for tight turns and less squealing from the pump. So, gotta cheat where we can.
This whole forest is my home.
Man, that thing sounds like it's got
You're gonna have to give me some berm wax.
At one point, Steven said, breathe in the fresh air and think about something, but all I smelt was diesel from the truck in front of us. Is he showering behind me? No co-driver shower?
Bro, check out the drip, dude.
Don't get my
Check
shirt all
out,
dirty.
check out the actual drip.
The drip really adds to
Bro,
his riz.
dog. Who's that guy? Just looking.
It's the guy on his chest making him look real
I'm
sexy.
just so hot. I'm so hot that it's just melting off of me.
Hold on, get in here between the shirts.
Oh, Chat GTP.
Need a hug?
Who's this guy? Hey.
Hey, how many grizzlies have you seen on this trip?
Just
15.
that one?
Just me. Well, one big one and 3 small ones.
Hi, my name is Ron Trombley, and I'm local to this area. Not part of any clubs. I hang out with the Wandering Willies on occasion. I'm their black sheep in the Toyota, and just happy to be leading you guys on this epic trail. This is my first time ever being part of the UA event, and super stoked. It's kind of been my dream. I've been following it since '99, basically, and through all the magazines, I probably got every four-wheel off-road copy since I could pay for it at the store myself, so this has been an honor just to be part of this group. The trails out here are all usually tight woods, windy, loose dirt, some rocks. It's just a really good time to try to navigate, and especially with big rigs, it's really entertaining. This is my rig. It's in a 1986 4Runner. I bought it bone stock. It was in a front end collision. I had an 86 Toyota pickup. I cannibalized and straight axled it. I got a trail gear front housing with a high pinion and ARB 529 gears. I got the stock rear with 529s and a Grizzly locker. Rear springs up front. I think they're trail gear 3-inch in the rear. It's on its second motor with 350,000 on it. And yeah, it's my favorite rig. I've been into Toyotas for 20 years now, and they're perfect for the Northwest trails.
We're eating healthy food on the trail, non-GMO, nothing genetically modified. It's all good stuff.
Oh, it's in a green box, so it must be healthy.
Yeah.
What's wrong with genetically modified?
Keep it real. Back to nature.
Somewhere
See,
there's
we're
a
out in nature.
somewhere there's a genetic modifier guy sitting at his desk. And you're trying to put him out of business.
You want one?
Yeah, he doesn't get to.
You hate genetic modifiers.
Is this fair trade chocolate?
Yes.
Ham and turkey, slice of cheese, some mustard, some pepperoni, roll it up in a wrap, and go at it. And it's a wrap.
It's a wrapperoni.
Is this how you stay zen?
Some camera yoga right now so I can get in, so I can
Wide shot.
How do I get in the zone? I mean, I've been just rocking out to some 90s country today as I've been keyholing these trees. It's been nice. You know what I mean? Here we go.
You've been waiting up all night, heavy breathing, dim the light. I've been waiting right outside for you to come grab my thighs.
Okay, my thighs can't take any more of that.
Did Tiger slide off or did John?
John did. Use the winch to get him back up on the road.
Copy that. I'm sure Fred will be up on you guys here in just a minute.
Hey, Fred. Alright, everybody, calm down. Tiger, just stay there. I'm going to have to get him out first and then get you out.
I shifted. I think I knocked it out of four-wheel drive in the rear. And so the rear end slid out on me.
The rear end wanted to go farther downhill than the front end wanted to, so now we're just hanging out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Thank you, Ryan. I hope I can show you how steep this is. The Fred's probably on like a 55-degree slope or more, maybe 60. It's pretty steep. Sketch situation.
We're hooking to the rear of John's truck just as to help keep the rear end from sliding more down the hill as he pulls forward.
Good, you're good, you're good. Turn driver.
Coming up?
Yeah, turn driver though.
You're gonna come back down off that log on the back.
I'm just unloading some of my stuff so we can get a tree saver out. There we go. It's going. Woo! Yeah, we're just working on getting the rear end of Tiger's van up. It was kind of down off on the side, and so when he winched it up, pulled it uphill instead of straight, he just made the rear end come right up over the top, and he's good to go now.
We finally got enough straps and snatch blocks and tree saver to where we can do a 3-point pull on this to try and drag the back end of the truck up the hill while we're still sitting here safely up on the trail. The big concern is that we're on the side of a hill and this thing could tumble all the way down. The other concern is that we have so many people here, we kind of need to get everybody out of. Basically, there's usually a triangle of death is what you call it when you're winching, and we need to make sure that nobody is in the kind of kill zone in case a tree comes down or the winch line breaks or the truck ends up taking this Jeep with it. So there's a lot of kind of danger involved here.
You know, when things like this happen, the good thing is we have enough experienced professional crew that they were able to extract this vehicle without any damage or any problems. Makes you feel pretty confident as a participant.
Seems like we have been on a roller coaster all day today, either climbing something steep or plummeting downward into the next ravine. Now, we were once again facing a steep and intimidating hill climb, but there was a reward at the top, an absolutely gorgeous panoramic overlook with a commanding view of the entire region and the mountains beyond. But in order to see it, we have to get there first.
It's the driver, and it's making a kind of a weird sound. We would have heard it if it wasn't for the Cummins clacking.
Apparently the truck's falling apart, but the engine doesn't allow any of us to see or think or smell anything on the trail.
Or smell. That's the other thing. It just smell of diesel and the clacking in my head.
Oh, there we go. They're both working fine. They're just wobbling. What's that?
Yeah. The connector I have for it, I don't think it's making proper contact, so the amperage is just cooking it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
we just need to ditch the connector and
I'm gonna try to
connector and all that.
try a butt connector and see if that
Cool.
helps it out.
So the truck sounded bad. It started smoking under the dash. There was a small fire. Chris Durham came to the rescue.
It was weird. He ripped off his shirt and he had a Superman cape on underneath.
Yeah. And apparently the fire went out before Chris even threatened it with a fire extinguisher. Now it turns out there's some Chinese or Amazon weather pack connectors that fried and melted down, so we're going to bypass those, butt connector it all together, and the fans are going to cool and sound amazing here shortly.
Yeah, so that way we get more Cummins sounds.
Yeah, that way
because we need more Cummins.
Get
clacking,
back to listening to the clack.
More smoke and more. I would leave this thing in the parking lot.
This is awesome. This is going to be the Unreal Adventure where the guy shows up with a K30 crew cab and goes home with a Toyota extra cab. This thing looks so good on paper, but it gets given him hard times. And it's heavy, and it tried to fall off a cliff and commit suicide.
I think because it's heavy. I think the heavy's the big part.
So,
she's a big girl.
9,100
but it's beautiful. I mean, look at the welds on this thing.
Yeah, I got a question. What gear are you in?
4 low and running low on gas.
Well, I got to the top of this hill and I had this dead spot in the steering. I'm like, that's new. So I pulled over to investigate. There we go. And this has the steering ram on it, and it's got this clamp. Well, and my clamp is single shear, as is this one, but it essentially ripped the threads out of the clamp that is for this bolt. And so as a result, the ram's just sitting there flopping in space. And actually, we even lost a spacer, but Christian actually found it on the trail, which is cool. This is a spare clamp that Chris Durham brought, and thankfully he had one. And so we're putting this on, and we'll be back going here in just a minute. You guys have probably wondered about this mystery rig that Christian and I have been running around in leading UA all of this year. Don't worry, there's a full vehicle build and walk-around series coming on the buggy. And it even has a lot of history tied to the original UA.
I actually built this thing originally in 2007. I hosted a TV show at the time. And this was one of the last projects that was on that particular episode. At the time, Project Budget Buggy is what it was called. So getting a buggy built on the cheap. I had the opportunity to rehash it. I had actually sourced an all-aluminum 5.3 LS engine for another project. That project changed direction, and this motor's just been sitting. So, second thing to address, all the bent-up suspension. So I turned to Skyjacker, our title sponsor, of course, and they set me up with a completely new suspension system. We have new link arms. They are custom made by Vernco Fab. And then most importantly and most shinily, new coilovers. So these are 14-inch travel. These are Skyjacker 80X coilovers. They are remote reservoirs. They are super beautiful pieces. They ride fantastic. I can't say enough good things. So from there, moving on, let's talk about some of the more obvious stuff on the outside. First up, of course, the most dramatic difference you might see as compared to looking at some old photos of this thing is a completely new set of tires and wheels. First up, of course, what else would I do but turn to Milestar, the official tire of Unreal Adventure 2025, and I'm running a set of their Patagonia MT2s. These are 38 1350 17s, and these are the black label version. So those tires are driven via drive shafts, and the drive shafts, once again, Quigley, the official drive shaft of Unreal Adventure, they set me up with a brand new rear shaft along with a front shaft. The other noticeable exterior difference that you'll see on this thing is the Comeup Winch. So that is one of their competition winches. So the way this particular vehicle is set up, I can't use a normal width winch. And so these are what we call a short drum winch. It's an 8,000 pounder. It bolted right in. It uses a Haas fair lead. So I'll be honest with you guys, this project has been a ton of work. I mean, I have spent a lot of late nights, Vern and I both, Vern Simons at Vernco Fab. He has done
a tremendous amount of work on this vehicle, but I am super stoked. This thing is as good as it has ever been, and I am excited to be leading this year's Unreal Adventure.
Made it! Because I deleted the rear tank when I did the bed, I did put a 15-gallon cell in the back. So yeah, that big 460, you never know when you're gonna need gas, so I always have a little bit on hand, and it came in handy for Jeff today.
And what's the price of this pump?
Ooh, you know, you ever bought gas from one of those race pumps where they don't tell you? The sticker shock hurts.
If you have to ask, you know.
Yeah, if you have to ask, you can't afford it.
That's an end to day 5, and for once, we're in camp early. Part of UA is getting to know everybody and mingling and just having a good time. We're also going to take advantage of the daylight to get some trail repairs done and finish up a couple little odds and ends, because tomorrow we're starting with dirt under the tires, and then it's going to be a long day.
Today was good, entertaining. We blew an airline locker in 2 separate places. Transmission wanted to run a little hot, but made it back to campsite. Now we get to chill.
Awesome day, man. This is Liberty's one of my favorite wheeling spots in the Northwest. Haven't been here for a while, but some awesome gnarly hill climbs.
Awesome day. I mean, the truck's working well, Alex is driving well, nursing a couple little hurt things, but it's still running and driving.
What is that? What flavor you got there?
Half and half. That's the best of the batch.
A lot of ups and downs,
and then there was the peak of the hills.
Real high,
really scary.
Some rocks were in there.
Yeah.
3-wheel drive wasn't the answer.
And there was this one big blue truck that kept having to back up.
He almost went off the hill.
One of them did go off the hill. And then there was a green one.
There's a van.
And he like fell off the side.
A couple hard turns.
And then there was
a lot of weaving in and out of the trees.
Tight trees. All right, keep talking.
The last couple of days have been extraordinarily long ones, so we called it a little bit earlier than normal so that everybody could relax in camp while there was still some daylight. Now many in the group sat around and enjoyed a few beverages before starting dinner, while Christian and I tried our hand at knocking out a couple of podcasts in the field for the first time, interviewing a couple of our invited subscribers. Now, you can check those out elsewhere on this channel. But that pretty well wraps up day 5, but the guys better not stay up too late around the fire ring tonight, because we have another long day to knock down tomorrow, including wheeling our way out of Liberty, checking out another incredible overlook, and knocking down about 250 miles of pavement to our next destination. So where are we headed next? Well, you'll just have to catch our next episode in order to find out.
Later, alligator.